Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into the really fascinating world of Reiki. Whether you've heard the term tossed around at your local wellness center or you're completely new to the whole concept of energy work, our goal today is to figure out exactly what this practice is, how it actually functions, and why it has just exploded in popularity worldwide. We're going to unpack the specific philosophies and methods that make up this practice, relying entirely on the structured insights from our source material. Do you have the power to heal yourself with energy? It's a pretty provocative question, isn't it? I mean, it might sound like something straight out of a sci-fi novel, but millions of people and the practitioners who treat them believe the answer is a resounding yes. So, let's explore how this specific system of natural healing relies not on external medications, but on this unseen energy that allegedly flows through all of us. Okay, here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll define the universal life force. Second, 3 primary Reiki techniques. Third, the 4 dimensions of healing. Fourth, how it complements conventional medicine. And finally, how you can actually learn this practice for yourself. All right, our first stop in Section 1, the universal life force. Let's understand the foundational philosophy and the origins behind this traditional Japanese practice. Now, what's really cool here is that the word Reiki literally translates to spiritually guided life force energy. It actually comes from 2 Japanese words, rei, meaning universal or like a higher power and God's wisdom, and ki, meaning life force energy. When you put them together, the sources explain that this is a holistic healing practice aimed at promoting well-being by transferring this universal energy from a practitioner to a recipient. It's built entirely on the belief that this energy flows right through us and is absolutely vital for our health. But what is truly fascinating is that this concept isn't just isolated to Japan. Ancient systems of medicine, located thousands of miles apart, identified this exact same energy completely independently. It perfectly mirrors what is recognized as qi in China and prana in India. The fundamental idea across all these cultures is exactly the same. Our vital energy should always be strong and free-flowing. So the entire system is based on this simple core principle. Think of your body's energy like a river. When it flows freely, you have health. But when that energy becomes low or blocked, kind of like a dam obstructing the water, that's when you experience physical or emotional issues. The literature suggests that health actually comes from the ki flowing freely through and around a person, rather than just the condition of the physical body itself. So the ultimate goal of Reiki, it's to clear those blockages and let that river run free, which allows your natural healing mechanisms to finally get to work. Moving right along to Section 2, 3 primary Reiki techniques. The crucial question now is, how is this energy actually channeled to clear those blocks? Well, the first and most common technique is hands-on healing. This involves a practitioner using a gentle, non-invasive hover or maybe a very light touch over specific positions on the recipient's body. And it's important to note from the sources that this doesn't involve aggressive physical manipulation. We're not talking about a deep tissue massage here. It is entirely about the transfer of energy. Because of this, recipients often report these surprising physical sensations, like a distinct heat, maybe a cooling breeze, or even a subtle push and pull of energy. And this builds into an even more surprising technique, distance Reiki. The sources explain that energy can actually be sent to a recipient regardless of where they are physically located in the world. No way, right? But it relies heavily on intense intention and visualization by the practitioner to send healing energy across literally any physical distance. This effectively bypasses the need for in-person hands-on touch entirely. And finally, we have self-Reiki. The sources really emphasize that Reiki isn't just something done to you, it's something you can do for yourself. Self-Reiki empowers individuals to practice these exact same techniques on their own bodies. It's used to relieve pain, lower stress, and restore internal harmony. It basically ensures that practitioners always have a tool at their disposal, so they never have to feel helpless when they're dealing with physical or emotional distress. That takes us straight to Section 3, 4 dimensions of healing. This brilliantly illustrates why people actively seek out Reiki in the first place. Let's look at the holistic benefits across 4 distinct dimensions. The sources highlight this really powerful rhythm of healing across the whole self. Mentally, Reiki brings you into a state of deep relaxation, helping you let go of negative thoughts to enhance memory and clarity. Physically, research actually points to tangible pain relief, reduced blood pressure, and significantly better sleep. Emotionally, it helps release those blockages, healing deep wounds, and building a much greater capacity for empathy.
And spiritually, well, it promotes growth and reinforces a connection to your soul. It really is a comprehensive mind-body-spirit approach.
Which leads us perfectly into section 4, complementing conventional medicine. A big question arises here. Where exactly does this ancient spiritual energy practice fit into our highly modern science-based healthcare system? There's a vital distinction made repeatedly across our sources, and it's this. Reiki should complement, not replace, conventional medical care. It's considered a safe, complementary therapy that's designed to work beautifully alongside traditional medical treatments. So, if you have a serious medical condition, you definitely don't abandon your doctor. Instead, you use this as an additional layer of support. This comparison really spells it out. Modern conventional medicine directly treats the physical ailment, like setting a broken bone or prescribing antibiotics for an infection. Reiki, on the other hand, acts in a supportive role. It works to relieve the stress, anxiety, and energy blocks that might be hindering your recovery. By putting the patient into a deeply relaxed, almost meditative state, it removes the tension that blocks the body's own natural ability to heal itself.
Furthermore, even Western medicine is increasingly recognizing the mind-body connection. I mean, all our organs are connected to the nervous system via nerves that transmit messages to and from the brain, right? And Reiki leans heavily into this mind-body link. The core belief is that your vital energy responds directly to your thoughts. Positive thoughts help the energy flow freely, contributing to improved health. Meanwhile, negative thoughts and stress, they immediately restrict that flow. By promoting deep relaxation, Reiki directly targets this connection.
Let's look at section 5, learning Reiki for yourself. If all of these physical, mental, and emotional benefits sound appealing, you might be wondering how you can access this universal life force energy for your own well-being. The most amazing thing the sources point out is just how accessible this is. First off, absolutely anyone can learn it, regardless of your age or health state. There are no special backgrounds or credentials required at all. Second, it only takes about 10 hours of in-person training with a qualified Reiki master. That's literally it. And third, once you learn the techniques, you can start daily self-healing immediately to relieve stress and pain on your very own terms. And importantly, while Reiki definitely involves spiritual components, like promoting harmony and compassion with one another, there is absolutely no religious requirement. In fact, practitioners state it'll work for you whether you actively believe in it or not. You don't have to adopt a whole new belief system. It's simply positioned as a natural mechanism of the human body and the universe.
As we wrap up, I want you to just consider your own mind-body connection right now. Look at your daily stress, your physical aches, or maybe your emotional burdens. Ask yourself, what blockages in your own life force energy are waiting to be cleared today? Whether you choose to visit a practitioner or learn the practice for yourself, the framework of Reiki suggests the energy to heal is already flowing all around you. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.